with Krishnan and Guru-Murthy live from Downing Street.
Andy Burnham becomes Prime Minister, promising the biggest changes for 40 years.
We will make this moment a circuit breaker for Britain, bringing forward the biggest changes in the last 40 years. A new political model and a new economic model.
In Downing Street tonight, Andy Burnham is putting together a government to deliver his plan for Britain. Good evening. The transfer of power is complete. Now he's got to get on with it before the electorate lose patience. And right now it's about naming the team. Many of Keir Starmer's highest profile ministers have gone, including Rachel Reeves and David Lammy. The new Chancellor, defying most speculation, is John Healey, the former Defence Secretary, who resigned last month. The Foreign Secretary is Ed Miliband. Shabana Mahmood remains Home Secretary, and Louise Haigh is Minister for the Cabinet Office. So, for those who said Andy Burnham might be continuity Starmer, that Labour was on the road to Wigan-Keir, the new Prime Minister was bold. He intends to be a radical break, promising the biggest political change for 40 years. He will start tomorrow with help on the cost of living and has talked today about tax reductions and social care free at the point of delivery. Well, we'll have more from Gary as more emerges about the appointments, but let's hear now from the former Labour Party leader Neil Kinnock and the Labour Mayor of West Yorkshire, Tracy Brabin, who are both down the road outside Parliament. Lord Kinnock, what do you think this cabinet so far signals?
Happening, and it's happening now.
Neil Kinnock, Tracy Brabin, thank you both very much for your time. Well, joining me here are US editor Anushka Stana and our economics reporter Neil MacDonald. In a moment, Anushka, but first, Andy Burnham has been making some big spending hints. How much has he got to play with? Anushka, Neil, thank you both. Well, as we've heard, Andy Burnham has made ending rough sleeping his first policy pledge as Prime Minister. The government will provide an additional £340 million to support at least 3,000 people across England. It's something he championed while Mayor of Greater Manchester. Our North of England correspondent Claire Fallon is in Manchester this evening. Claire. There are a couple of other big news developments to report tonight. A 28-year-old man has been charged with the murder of former Minister Anne Widdecombe. Joshua Kerry from Rotherham, South Yorkshire, is due to appear at Westminster Magistrates tomorrow, the Crown Prosecution Service said. He was first arrested on suspicion of murder on July the 11th, 2 days after the 78-year-old Reform UK spokeswoman was found dead at her home in Devon. Now, tributes have been paid to former footballer Kevin Keegan, who has died aged 75 from cancer. He was adored by Liverpool fans during the 70s when he won 3 league titles in the European Cup. He then joined Hamburg and was twice named European Footballer of the Year. He took his enthusiastic approach into management, leading Newcastle United to within a whisker of winning the Premier League title in 1996. He then became England manager. Jordan Jarrett-Bryan looks back at his life. Thanks, Gary. After the break, we speak to 2 Downing Street insiders on the challenges facing the new Burnham government and how he's handled his first hours in office. Welcome back to Downing Street, where Andy Burnham has been assembling his cabinet hours after being made Prime Minister by the King. To discuss the latest, I'm joined by Kate Fall, who was Deputy Chief of Staff to David Cameron while he was Prime Minister and now is a Conservative peer. And James Lyons was Downing Street Director of Communications under Keir Starmer and is now a senior partner at Penta Group Consulting. Kate Fall, I mean, he's clearly being the opposite of Keir Starmer, where Starmer was saying it's all been terrible and it's going to be very difficult. Andy Burnham is saying we're all going to pull together, we're going to change everything, it's going to be the most amazing thing for 4 decades. Was that the only choice he had? Thank you both very much indeed for joining us. That's it for this evening. Andy Burnham as Prime Minister marks several firsts. Our first Prime Minister born in the Northwest since Lord George. Our first Roman Catholic Prime Minister at the time of serving. But one first he definitely achieves is he's the first Prime Minister ever with a degree in English. Although better known for his love of indie music of the Northwest, he's also a lover of poetry. Indeed, as a young man, he was moved to write to a national newspaper extolling Philip Larkin and called Love Songs in Age the finest poem of the 20th century. So for Andy Burnham's first night in Downing Street, we leave you with the poet himself reading parts of Love Songs in Age, along with a little bit of New Order. From all of us, have a very good night.
Hello, Prime Minister.
To Andy Burnham, member for Makerfield.
Thank you very much.
She kept her songs. They took so little space. The covers pleased her. One bleached from lying in a sunny place. One marked in circles by a vase of water. One mended when a tidy fit had seized her and coloured by her daughter. So they had waited till in widowhood she found them, looking for something else. The glare of that much-mentioned brilliance, love, broke out, to show its bright incipience sailing above, still promising to solve and satisfy, and set unchangeably in order. So, to pile them back, to cry, was hard, without lamely admitting how it had not done so then, and could not now.
Looking ahead, Jane. It looks brighter than ever. Channel 4 Weather, sponsored by Pension Bee.